Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual, guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. The age of large SUVs, all electric SUVs, has begun. And it has started with the L90. I bought another 100 shares again this morning for my son. So we're now 23,500 plus shares and counting. Like the battery swaps, I'll keep buying. NIO's Onvo L90 among top large three SUVs in China with weekly sales of 1,976 units, and that's just for 3 days. So imagine what the number is going to be this week when we release it next week. So as the illegal shorting continues and they're dragging it down, it's giving the whales an opportunity to buy. While the sheep will continue to panic and stay poor and die poor, the cattle mentality, what are you doing? I will keep buying. This is the way the game is played, and I've always told you guys that. In the large SUV segment, the Onvo L90 ranked third in insurance registrations last week. And remember, we're only talking about China, guys. We don't know what's going on when they start with the deliveries outside of China with the other brands. Behind Huawei back Aito M8 and Aito M9. Well, Aito will be a thing of the past soon. Well, let me don't go that far. They do have good technology. They get their technology from Huawei, but we will overtake them. Onvo is continuing to accelerate production and delivery speed with its Hefei factory. Yes. Let me say that again. Onvo is continuing to accelerate production and delivery speeds with its Hefei factory operating at full capacity and working overtime, the CEO said. This is why I will keep buying shares. You look at what the company is doing, not the stock price. NIO has adopted a more aggressive strategy with the L90 electric SUV from its sub-brand Onvo, resulting in strong initial acceptance for the model. And not just acceptance, it is still strong demand, and it will continue to be strong demand. Our Model 3 moment has arrived. The Onvo L90 delivered 1,976 units in the first 72 hours after deliveries began, marking it the third best-selling large SUV in China during the week of July 28 to August the 3rd, according to a report by local media outlet. The figure is based on insurance registrations, with Huawei back Aito M8 leading with 5,307 units and Aito M9 following with 2,304 units. But remember, again, that's their full week. It's only 3 days for us. A report by CNEV Post earlier today showed the Onvo insurance registrations for the week of July 28 to August 3rd reached 3,700 units, the second highest on record, representing a 145.3% increase from the previous week of 1,510. Boom! Yes, you heard that right. And the ramp up has just begun. This was driven by the L90, the flagship electric SUV that was launched on July 31st and began deliveries the following day on August 1st. We're getting ready to become millionaires, guys. Some people are asking me, what is my price projection for the end of the year? When do I start selling? You see, I look at what the company is doing and where they are in their growth stage. NIO will be a small tree by the end of this year. By next year, a small forest. You decide when you're ready to sell. Onvo has produced a large number of vehicles for the L90 in advance to enable swift deliveries. 20,000 they were sold out. The Onvo L90 entered the top 3 in weekly sales of large SUVs in China just 3 days. Just 3 days after deliveries began. We're in the top 3. So imagine next week. NIO founder, chairman, and CEO Emperor William Li said Tuesday on Weibo, Onvo is continuing to accelerate production and delivery speeds with its Hefei factory operating at full capacity and working overtime. One of NIO's main domestic competitors, Li Auto, saw a further decline in weekly sales insurance registrations. And I remember when people were saying to me, Money Making Mitch, I know you're a Neo bull, but do you think Neo should have a hybrid in China? Because they saw the kind of numbers Li Auto was putting out. Well, you see, the race was never for the swift. It's for the one who can enjoy. It's for the one with the winning business model. The winning business model sometimes takes longer, but when it comes into effect, it eats everyone breakfast, lunch, dinner, drink their Guinness, their margaritas, and what have you. That's what Neo is getting ready to do, because we have the only winning business model. This is why CATL is building battery swap stations too, and helping us build battery swap stations globally. We always knew that we were not going to be the only one doing battery swap stations, but we had to show that it's a success. We had to show that it's going to be adopted. We marketed properly to ensure with Dr. Shen Fei, to ensure that it is adopted. We showed that it is the only way forward, that your car will hold and retain its value. And now the rest of the playing field is jumping in. Yes, but we are way ahead. But we were never going to be the only gas stations of the future. So just like you have BP, you have Chevron, you have so many other gas stations, it's the same thing's going to happen. That's why the cheap American knockoff Ampol started doing it. So it says Li Auto, they dropped last week at 25.95% decrease from the previous week of 7,400, marking a new low over the past 25 weeks, with that trend to continue. Li Auto's flagship SUV, the Li L9, recorded 727 insurance registration last week in China, while the Li i8 L8 saw 474, according to Yeach. The company launched their first electric SUV on July 29th. Earlier today, it relaunched the model, reducing the available variants from 3 to 1 and lowering the price following disappointing initial acceptance. But I said it on here. Just like I've been saying with what's happening with Tesla. It's dog poop, cat poop, rat poop, bat poop, and buffalo poop combined. It's a losing business model. It's just a matter of time. People are still thinking, well, Tesla is selling a lot. It's really great, isn't it? No. In China, the Chinaman still thinks it's a great product. But outside, the rest of the world realize it's disgusting. On July 29th, today it relaunched the model, reducing the available variants and lowering the price. Li Auto did, disappointing initial acceptance. This marks a shift in the dynamics between Neo and Li Auto. Allow me to say that again. This marks the shift in dynamics between Neo and Li Auto. Yes, our pivotal moment is here, and a lot of people don't realize it. This is why I bought another 100 shares for my son today. Over the past few years, Li Auto has seen strong sales growth and shared its weekly insurance registrations. But what happened was, the China Association told them to stop doing it, and they were proud. They kept doing it for a while. They're not so proud anymore. Humpty Dumpty has fell off the wall. I hope you guys found this video yet again to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Takes a lot of time to do these videos and the editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the games are played on Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.